little bit more information. I'm here today both as a nutritionist and as a mother. And I'm here because I see firsthand every day the effects that GMOs are having on our children. Animal studies have linked GMOs to cancer, autism, food allergies, ADHD, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, diabetes, infertility, and obesity. Human trials are currently underway. They're underway all around us, probably in your own home. Your children right now are Monsanto's guinea pigs. The same company that gave us DDT and Agent Orange is now in charge of our food supply. But they swear this time we should trust them. Their product is really safe. And the FDA has trusted them, greenlighting a staggering number of these products. GMOs are unlabeled and are in over 80% of foods on supermarket shelves. But Monsanto and the FDA swear that they're safe. I'm here today because Monsanto is lying and the FDA is wrong. GMOs are not causing abstract hypothetical harm. They are causing significant health problems that are happening right now, probably to someone that you know. So I'm here today not just for my own kids, though I'm certainly here for them. I'm here today for 1-year-old Reagan, who has a new type of food allergy and that's had her in the hospital over a dozen times in her 1 year of life. I'm here for 12-year-old Max, who knew he needed help with his ADD but couldn't stand how his medications made him feel. I'm here for 8-year-old Deanna, who was having daily migraines and living off of popcorn and fiber bars because everything else caused debilitating stomach pain. I'm here for 6-year-old Caroline, who was pumped so full of medication for her asthma and allergies that her mother felt like she was a zombie. I'm here for the 1 in 8 families affected by autism, and I'm here for my 91-year-old grandfather, who's been in a nursing home with Alzheimer's disease for the past 7 years. I'm here because each and every one of these conditions can be directly linked to GMOs. Additionally, cancer, Parkinson's disease, diabetes, obesity. This is not just a hypothesis. This is what the independent scientific research is finding time and time again. The only ones saying these products are safe are the people who are profiting from them. Yeah. This summer alone, over half a dozen studies were published indicting GMOs and their associated chemicals like glyphosate, which for those of you who don't know is Roundup, which Monsanto also makes. The information that we garner from this research is quite frankly terrifying, and I do not think that that is an exaggeration. We have allowed poison onto our supermarket shelves, and not in small amounts. Over 80% of foods on those shelves have GMOs. The science shows us that when we eat GMOs, our bodies do not entirely recognize it as food. GMOs poison us over time. Every single one of us here is affected to some degree by consumption of GMOs. But like so many other toxins, they disproportionately affect children, largely because their systems are still developing. But GMOs don't just affect our children after they're born. An Argentinian study found that glyphosate, which is Roundup made by Monsanto, glyphosate can cross the placenta, causing brain, intestinal, and heart defects in fetuses. It also has been found in breast milk. Intact segments of DNA from genetically engineered organisms have also been found to cross the placental barrier, creating the possibility of changes in our genetic code, not just for us, not just for our children, but for future generations as well, because of what we are eating today. A Russian study linked GM soy to miscarriages, birth defects, low birth weights, infertility, and infant mortality. Food allergies are another humongous repercussion of GMOs. 30 years ago, people didn't have these kinds of food allergies. Today, people are allergic to everything. Food allergy rates have increased over 400% in the 20 years since GMOs have found their way into our diets. And the number of GMOs we've consumed has progressively increased, and we will continue to see these numbers rise unless we decide to do something. If you have school-age children, you probably see the impact that food allergies have. Most schools have really serious limitations on what foods can be brought into the classroom because these allergies are a really big deal. They are, in many cases, life-threatening. And the risks and the health effects continue to grow as our children do. Kids have a much higher rate of cellular regeneration than we do as adults. Fortunately, this also means that they have a higher rate of healing. Time and time again, we find that as we remove GMOs from the diet and introduce things like probiotics to help heal the damage that the GMOs caused, we see health return. Our children are the first generation to grow up eating GMOs. And what do they have to show for it? Food allergy rates are up, autism rates are up, IBS rates are up, obesity rates are up, juvenile diabetes rates are up. There are statistics that indicate that this generation, our children, may not be outliving their parents. This is not okay with me. Our children deserve more. We all deserve more. We deserve food that will nourish us, not slowly poison us. And if these foods are not banned outright, then we at least deserve to have them labeled so that we can affect this change ourselves. That's really the message that we should take away from today. GMOs have a real effect on real people, but we have a real ability to affect real change. And if we can't count on our legislators to do the right thing and make changes from the top down, then we will grow those changes from the grassroots up. So I want to thank everyone for being here, our vendors, our organizers, our other speakers, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today and giving up your time. Time is such a valuable commodity in our society, and none of us ever seem to have enough. We're always in a hurry, and we want everything fast and convenient. Food's no exception. When it comes to food, we also want it cheap, and so our food industry has given us exactly what we have asked from it. Food is cheap and convenient. Unfortunately, the unforeseen consequence is that this cheap and convenient food is wreaking havoc on our health. So I ask you, what is cheap or convenient about an autistic child? What is cheap or convenient about a parent with Alzheimer's disease? What is cheap or convenient about cancer? It's time we ask for something more. It's time we ask for food to nourish us again. It is time we ask that food be food again. We need to remember that we as consumers, and especially as mothers, sorry guys, but especially as mothers, we have the power. We don't need to wait for an election to cast our votes. We cast our vote every single day with our food dollars. Every time you choose to buy organic or non-GMO certified foods, you cast a vote for the type of food system that you want to see. Make no mistake, this is a powerful vote. This is the language that corporations understand. Money. That's what they're in it for. So let's use our money to create the world that we want to see. Market research shows that all it takes is 5% of consumers changing their buying habits to see a change in the marketplace. I don't know about you, but 5% sounds really attainable to me. Especially as I look around and see all the people who have taken time on this cloudy day to come out here. We're not alone. There are marches just like this one going on in over 400 cities today. In over 57 countries, people are standing up and asking for something better. We can do this. We can turn the tide on GMOs and reclaim our health, the health of our children, and the health of our world. We just have to raise our voices together. And we have to tell Monsanto, no more GMOs. Thank you all so much.